can be tough to find value on these slates. So where are you looking for it?
So it's going to depend on this lineup. I'm on the same page there. Like if Matt Beattie or Albert Pujols, Gavin Lux, like all these guys are really cheap. If Chris Taylor gets the start, and let's say the Dodgers move Cody Bellinger to first base, which I do think is a possibility, if that happens, it's going to be even harder. And then we're going to see a lot of people playing Yadier Molina, which I think is just a really bad idea if he's 60% owned or something. Like he's not a good enough hitter to be the chalk. So the real value to me, where you're getting underpriced players who aren't overly popular, comes from the mid tier. And I think Justin Turner at 7,600, AJ Pollock 7,400, Will Smith 7,800, any of those guys, because it's not that they'll be contrarian or anything, but they won't be as popular as the lower tier pricing, where you have guys like Lux and Molina and Bellinger who are 5 or 6K. Those guys will be more popular. And then I think you can kind of get a better balance from that mid tier of the Dodgers. So really my answer is any of those three guys. I think Turner, Smith, and Pollock are all good choices.
Garion, what are we thinking for value here?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to issue the same warning about Yadier Molina, who is $4,600. He's just going to make a lot of pieces fit. And while that's great, when you look at Molina, I mean, first and foremost, in 2021, he has been so much better against left-handed pitching than he's been against right-handed pitching. He's got a 74 WRC plus against righties, a 128 WRC plus against lefties. So not only is he going up against one of the best right-handed pitchers in baseball, him just going up against a right-handed pitcher in general seems like it's been a bad idea. Throughout the season, if you're someone who believes in BVP, he is 1 for 20 in his career against Max Scherzer, which, look, that makes a lot of sense. Max Scherzer's really good. So, I don't know. Molina doesn't seem to check many boxes for me. Obviously, I mentioned Matt Beattie already. If he is in this lineup, I really do like him. Since the beginning of August, just 41 plate appearances, but he's got a 996 OPS. He seems to fall into that category that someone like Edwin Rios fell into last season. Just really good, probably too good to be the 26th man on the Dodgers, but you play for the Dodgers, so you only get a couple plate appearances. Matt Beattie will go somewhere else sometime soon and probably be a full-time player who's a reasonably good to above average hitter. So I like him a lot. And the fact that he's left-handed, I think, is really important. The big absence with Max Muncy, aside from just that Max Muncy is probably the Dodgers' best hitter, is that Adam Wainwright has specifically been very good against right-handed batters if you go back to the beginning of June. In that 22 start span, he's held opponent right-handed bats to just a 225 WOBA. That's microscopic. And now, suddenly, because Cody Bellinger is a shell of his former self, the only reliable left-handed bat in this Dodgers lineup is Corey Seager. So I really do think Beattie, possibly even like Billy McKinney, if he's the guy who ends up getting chosen here. I hope he's not, but he might be. Any left-handed bat who you can find for less than $5,000 in this Dodgers lineup would be worthy of being a value play.